If you're a realtor and you've done anything involving investment property and duplexes and rental houses, you've heard customers say to you, call me if you ever get a good deal. Gail and I were at Costco yesterday. I jokingly call it the club. We went to lunch at the club, sat next to a wonderful gentleman, and he saw my EXP hat on. He says, you in real estate? Yeah, and he talked about having rental property up north. He goes, here's my information. Call me if you ever get a good deal. And I smiled because I've heard the question before. And I said, it's an interesting request. Let's talk a little bit. What's a good deal to you? And he proceeded to give me an interest rate regarding a cash on cash return. And I said, well, that's a tough one to get. I forget what his cash on cash return was. It was pretty high. I said, I have to tell you a story. When I first came down here to Florida, I started buying rental property, and between you and I built up my portfolio to about 23 properties. And agents would try to tell me what a good deal was without asking me what I thought a good deal was. And I was not interested in cap rates at the time, capitalization rate. I just did long division on each property, what it was going to cost me, what I thought I could make, and what I thought the appreciation was. And I eventually had developed, back then it was a Lotus 1-2-3 spreadsheet that I could plug my numbers into. Very often I'd see a property and go, gee, that looks like a good deal. And I'd take a bunch of notes. And then when I went back, I realized that it wasn't a good deal. It's important when you're asked a question, or you're asked to find a good deal, to find out what the inquisitor thinks is a good deal. And I have two stories along those lines. One gentleman said to me, he goes, oh, well, I have an uncle that has a place in Boca Grande, and he rents it out in season, and he's able to pay his taxes. There's no tax bill on his condo in Boca Grande. That's a great deal. And to me, that would not be a good deal because I'm an investor and I look for return on my money. This gentleman was just looking to lower his expenses on a vacation property he owned. Another story that I used to tell when I used to be a manufacturer's rep business. I sold adhesives to people who made labels. And I got a call from a customer, said that he was interested in an adhesive and a system to label batteries. And he makes some huge number, 8 million batteries a year. And I told him that we understood the problems of labeling batteries and the temperature requirements, adhesion requirements. And meanwhile, I'm running the numbers in my head, picturing a car battery and the heat under the trunk, under the hood. And we got to the end of the conversation. And I said, tell me the size of your batteries. Turns out they were watch batteries. I thought I had a good deal on a customer that was going to buy millions of labels for batteries, and they wound up being minuscule little labels. So it's important to dive deep into what your customer is looking for and what they mean by a good deal, what they mean by a lot, what they mean by a big savings, what they mean by making money. Don't make assumptions. Dive in a bit further. Greg Fost, just my thought for the day.